I am back for real this time. Yo ho ho, Da Mafia. Welcome to yet another edition of the Da Mafia Report. Get this. This is a point of view of you right now. Who the is that guy? And so he looks like who is formerly known as Dan Mitchell, the guy that would regularly put out Buffalo Bills content, but then he just decided to abandon us. Okay, listen, I get it, Da Mafia. And there's definitely a reason behind it. If you want to hear my full explanation, you can wait until the end of the video. But today we got some business to talk about, okay? The Buffalo Bills are going into a very, very important game. In fact, I would probably have to say this is the most important game that the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots perhaps have ever played. Okay, this is what my good friend Master at Work says is the hat and t-shirt game. Okay, this is something that a lot of us need to realize, that our season is riding completely on Sunday at 1 p.m. in Foxborough. I'm sure that many of you have been following the news at this point. We've seen some bombshells. So of course we have Cole Beasley ended up catching COVID. He's going to be gone for about 10 days. Hopefully he'll be able to come back against Atlanta, but this guy is going to be completely out of commission. We're not going to have him. We still have a couple of offensive linemen who are still currently on the COVID list. I'm not necessarily sure of their vaccination statuses. I know that Feliciano is not vaccinated. Not sure where his timeline is. There's a possibility they could come back. But like most other teams in the league, we have been absolutely getting ravished by the Omicron variant that has been going across the nation. So let's go on ahead. Let's knock on wood on Wednesday. Let's go on ahead and hope that we are not going to be seeing any other type of setbacks. I've seen tweets saying, let's put Josh Allen in a damn bubble. I am completely fine with that at this point, because we can no longer have anybody off of this field, especially since we're going up against the New England Patriots. Right? Now, there's several concerns when I end up looking at this game. Number one, how exactly is the weather going to be? Last time I checked, it looks like it's going to be a wintry mix going into Foxborough on Sunday. Decently warm, I would say so. Haven't really had a chance to look at the winds. As long as there's not, 30 plus mile an hour winds, I'm going to feel okay when it comes down into the Buffalo Bills passing game. We're going to need the Buffalo Bills to legitimately go out there and completely regain their identity of a pass-first offense, because we all know going up against that front seven in New England, it's going to be nearly impossible to run the ball. We've already proven that we can't run the ball against any type of mediocre type defense. So we're going to have to revert back to what we do best, and that's going to have to be passing the ball by itself. Huge Gabe Davis fan, as many of you know. He has legitimately arose as our wide receiver 2 at this point, and I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Allen legitimately goes on ahead and he targets him regularly. Stephon Diggs is going to be seeing his several share of targets, especially since he ended up going on ahead and he surpassed 1,000 yards once again for the second year in a row. So that he's going to be in the game, and then Dawson Knox is probably going to go out there hoping that he can get a little bit of revenge for a couple of drops that he had this past week. A lot of us might be nervous that Beasley is going to be sitting out of this game, but realistically, when you look at the overall target share that he had in 2020 and the target share that he has had in 2021, it has dipped tremendously. Beasley just really hasn't been targeted as often as we have grew accustomed to, right? Whether or not that's play calling from Dable, or whether or not that's Josh Allen just trying to mix in Emmanuel Sanders at this point, we really don't know. So I really don't think that Cole Beasley being out of this game is going to limit us in any way, especially with the way that Gabe Davis has been playing, and of course how Stephon Diggs has been playing as well. We're going to need a big game out of Isaiah McKenzie, and as far as the run game is concerned, for the love of God, okay? I don't care if we mix it in every now and again. I understand that we need to establish play action, but any run play that you want to call consistently, let it be a design run from Josh Allen. For the love of God. Listen, Singletary, Zach Moss, listen, I know that we ended up having great intentions for drafting them as early as we did these past couple of draft classes, but they're not the answer, especially with our carousel of an offensive line that has been going down in Western New York. we have to stick to the passing game. We really, really do. As far as the Bills' defense is concerned, listen, I know that us losing to the Pats a couple of weeks ago was a dagger in the heart, but at the end of the day, they only ended up putting up 14 points against us. Our defense showed up, and they played very well. And do keep in mind that the Patriots are very, very, very slim. And so when it comes down to the wide receiver room, news just broke that Bourne ended up being added to the COVID list, and they had a couple of other receivers to enter into the injury report, and they are currently doubtful for Sunday. I've seen articles saying that the Patriots are even considering bringing up some receivers from the practice squad. So as far as our defense is concerned, I really am expecting us to go out there and put out a similar performance. Our defense's performance is not going to determine the winner of this game. What determines the winner of this game is going to be there not being 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. We need to get this pass game going, and we need Josh Allen to absolutely let loose. Last year in Foxborough, we ended up putting 40 to 50 points on these fools on national television. We need our offense to go out there and be absolutely dead serious. And I'm hoping that Dable can put together some type of game plan, because like I said earlier, this is the hat and t-shirt game right here, ladies and gentlemen. This right here determines on who wins the division. And I'm not sure about you, but I'm getting sick of being at the 7th seed, trying to root for a bunch of other teams to lose this game, lose that game. Let's go on ahead. Let's raise yet another banner for this division and continue our success in the Sean McDermott era. Super excited about that. As far as score prediction is concerned, I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills are going to win. Still a solid defense from New England. I'm going to go 24 to 10 Buffalo Bills. I think our offense is going to turn it on. Do anticipate us to have at least a slow quarter. If I had to guess, I'm going to go on ahead and call it out that we're going to have a very slow first quarter. That just seems to be the trend so far from Dable. I think that he's going to have to make some adjustments since Cole Beasley is going to be out. Hopefully Isaiah McKenzie can step up. Hopefully Gabe Davis continues to have a giant streak of great performances, and Stephon Diggs does what Stephon Diggs does. So overall, like I said, I'm going 24 to 10. Now, one thing right before I let you go, the AFC East roundtable is tonight. If you are watching this video after I drop it, it's starting at 9:30 p.m. EST. So if you are not a subscriber to this channel, go on ahead and do so and turn on the notification bells so you will not miss another episode of the AFC East roundtable ever again. And I highly encourage that you subscribe to all the other guys who we have that rotational going for that particular show. I'm even going to go on ahead and put the link in my absolute pinned comment so you know exactly where to go. Say that you are watching this video tonight. So, Dom Mafia, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Why I have been gone for a significant amount of time is really twofold, right? Number one, little do you guys know, I still have a career, right? So, I mean, I work a 9 to 5. Many people I know after watching my videos, like they just assume that I do this full time. That is not the case. Luckily, I have recently grown in my career and I have been promoted to a role that has a lot more responsibilities. And I ended up sort of going through a pretty significant training process, and legitimately, I was drained for the past couple of weeks. Luckily, that has winded down, and then hence I'm back. So I'm going to continue to be putting out videos, previews, post games, live streaming my reactions, and going from there. Second reason was I kind of got a little burned out. I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of got a little burned out when it came into making YouTube videos. That break was great for my mental health. What a lot of people don't understand is that most Bills creators that you watch online, you need to understand that they have teams, right? Like they have somebody that if somebody's too tired to do their show on a Wednesday, they have someone that can fill in for them. They have editors, they have producers, they have people that do their research, they pull data, they sort of help them write. It's all me, y'all. It's all me. I'm by myself. I do everything. I love doing it. Sometimes I just need a little bit of a break so I can sit down, sort of regather everything and move forward. But don't worry, Dom Mafia. I'm back larger than ever. Okay? I'll see you at the AFC East roundtable. And before I let you go, you better always remember, let's go Buffalo.